This week's topic is all about vision, and I'll just wait till things kind of start going before I dive right in. But you've probably seen me sharing a little bit more about this and about how moved I am by vision, and how I just really feel so strongly that when we connect very deeply in with our vision, that it can't steer us wrong, that we can't go wrong with it. Good morning, Laura. So, before I even start, I'm just going to speak to what vision actually is, because I think this is a little bit confused. Oftentimes, we will look to vision and think it's the same thing as goals. Goals that we set in our life, goals of achievement, goals of financial abundance, goals of freedom, goals of relationships. All of the things that we set out for ourselves. And so that's the key. So when we set things out for ourselves, it's not vision. Good morning, Barbara. Oh, it's so nice to see your face. So the difference is vision is actually beyond us. Good morning, Melissa. Oh, I love seeing your faces, and thank you for wishing me good morning. I so appreciate it. So vision exists beyond us. It is actually seeking to emerge through and as us. So notice the difference there. One is really born from our mind, our goals that we set for ourselves, that is really limited by our past experience. And vision is something that actually connects much more deeply into who we are at our core and beyond. So it kind of knows the emerging self, the part of self that we can't even know yet. And so it's a really powerful thing to tap into vision, because we will be moving into a space that is not limited by our past experiences. So just take a moment to really feel that, because there's so many fears and experiences that have created difficulty for us in our past, or limitation, and that maybe prevent us from doing things that are actually really meant for us. And when we're creating goals out of that space, those goals are always limited by past. So as an example, say we set a financial goal for ourselves. Well, if it's not motivated by vision, and we're not shifting our mindset, then we're going to be limited by what's happened with us in the past. So if we have money trauma, or if we have limiting beliefs around money, then we're never going to get to that goal. We're just going to keep reinforcing the same belief patterns over and over again. Same is true for relationships or the work that we do. It's all, when we link it to goals, it's always based on past experience. And that's just because that's how the thinking mind works. It is a processor of information. And so it builds up that information, those information stores, through experience and through past experience. It's really hard for us to project into the future. Now, vision is different, because vision actually pulls us towards our highest and best. And I'm sure that you felt this. I'm sure that you felt moments in your life where you felt pulled in a direction. You felt pulled to do something that maybe doesn't seem logical, that maybe you can't explain to other people in your life. You just know in your heart that it needs to happen, or that you need to explore it at least. And that's because vision exists beyond us. It's a co-creation with divine energy, or the energy of the creator, or whatever term you use, but the energy of creation is moving through you and is expressing through and as you. So I'm not going to take us straight into a visioning meditation, but what I am going to do is look at what it means in your life right now when vision calls. So are you putting up any blocks? Is there any way that you're preventing yourself from hearing vision because you're scared? Are there any limiting beliefs there? And then also to tap into, just in this moment, what is seeking to emerge through and as you. It doesn't have to be this grand vision of and have everything figured out. That's not what vision is. Sometimes we're moved by a really big vision and we'll feel it. But sometimes it's as subtle as, you know what, maybe I should reach out to this person. Or I'm noticing that I'm getting really angry with my kids. Like what is the higher lesson here? What is seeking to express through me? So let's do a meditation together. And it won't be, I'm going to try to start keeping these meditations shorter. I've said that before, but I'm still going to do it because I want you to have this tool that you can take with you and it's easy so that you don't have to sit down for half an hour just to practice meditation. So, okay, I'm going to practice sitting, but if you'd like to lay down, that's totally your prerogative. When we are sitting in meditation, it's really good for the spine because it opens up the energy centers. So our energy centers are basically located around the spine. So if you are seated, make sure that you feel your hips rooted down, grounded either into the chair or the ground, whatever you're sitting on. And then you feel a length from your spine, from that root of your spine all the way up, tucking your chin slightly and lengthening through the back of the neck. And this usually takes a slight tilt in the pelvis to help support the lengthened spine. And then once you've arrived in your comfortable position of meditation, if you feel ready to close your eyes, please do that. Otherwise, just dropping your gaze is good. Just softening all of your outward looking senses. Sense of sight turns inward. We open inner sight. The sense of hearing turns inward. We open inner listening. The sense of touch turns inward. We notice feelings and sensations within the body. And just notice how quickly you can shift your experience by beginning to pay attention to what is happening within you right now. And while we use the vessel of the body, the physical experience as an anchor point, we are also paying attention to so many other components of our present moment experience. You're paying attention to our energetics. We're opening to the flow of prana or movement of energy. We start to pay attention to our mental experiences, so our thoughts, our reasoning. And then we start to pay attention to intuition and deeper connection with truth or unity consciousness. So all of these are present when we turn our senses inward. So start to pay attention to your breath here. You don't need to change it or control it in any way. But rest your awareness so gently on the movement, the flow of prana. Notice any sensations around this movement or flow of energy. Any areas of holding, any feelings of energy. Oftentimes I'll feel it as a warmth or a tingling in a certain area. As you settle more and more into the start of practice, just really settle into the posture. Feel yourself fully supported by the earth below and held in this present moment experience. In this present moment, you are welcome. You are held. You are not alone. Notice the sense of connection, sense of community. We are all here in this present moment. Now we're going to activate the energy of compassion within the heart. So if you'd like, you can place your hands on your heart, hand over hand or in prayer. Starting to direct your breath into your heart. So you inhale in through the center of your chest into your heart. Really fill the energetic heart, the sense of love, of kindness, of compassion. As you exhale, you allow that love and kindness and compassion to really amplify, to fill your entire heart space. So every inhale is drawing more and more of this love, kindness, and compassion into your heart space. Acceptance for who you are in this moment. Now, with every exhale, we start to expand this sense beyond the heart, gradually moving out in all directions to fill the entire physical body, this container of our present moment experience. Every inhale draws more and more of this energy within, and every exhale spreads it through the entire form, through our present human experience. Really notice the sense of peace that this brings, this sacredness that is present with your current experience, that all is welcome here, nothing is turned away. In this space of compassion, we bring in the inquiry. What is it that is preventing me from seeing my vision? What is it that is preventing me from seeing my vision? What is it that is preventing me from seeing my vision? Just keep sitting with these feelings of compassion and love and kindness. Allow the truth to arise. And when it arises, don't turn away from it, don't judge it or try to justify it. Just allow it to be there. The very first thing that comes up for me is that I want to be liked. I don't want to feel alone. I'm scared of failing. Just allow your own truths to arise without second judgment. So in Buddhism, they call this the second arrow. If you judge, you're judging. If you judge, you're limiting beliefs. So second hurt, it's not necessary. Hold whatever arises within the sacred container of compassion. Just breathe with it now. Notice how it feels to become aware, to hold these difficult truths. To hold yourself with love and kindness. To remember the small child within you who is just seeking to be loved, to be held, to be cared for. Offering that to yourself now by allowing the truths to be held, to be loved, to be cared for. Now, with this compassion, with this kindness in place, and knowing what it is that arises to cause you to turn away from your vision, I invite you to ask yourself this next question. Just for today, what is seeking to emerge through and as me? What is the highest vision for my day? What is the next best step? What is my vision for today? What is my next best step? What is my vision for today? What is my next best step? With the energy of compassion, of receiving already in place, when you hear answers arise, notice and draw those into your heart space, into that sacred container of compassion. Just gain clarity on one step, one action, one choice of being. And trust and know that your vision will continue to guide you. That your job is simply to listen and to continue to cultivate compassion with self. And as we close this meditation, let's take 3 deep breaths together. So inhale through the nose. Exhale audibly out the mouth. 2 more. Inhale. 1 more. Good. And start to visualize the space around you. Visualize your environment. Feel into the edges of your body. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes and coming back to the space. Oh, thank you, Shelley. I just love getting to spend this time with you. Thank you all so much for connecting in with vision with me. This is, I don't know if you can tell, but this is pretty much my favorite thing to do. Visioning is so powerful. And as you likely saw me share, I will be having some opportunities coming up for visioning. It's really what I've been guided to through my vision to continue to share this in a much deeper way. So I have a couple of opportunities coming up. One will be a 5-day vision challenge to really deepen into clarifying your vision statement. And then the next one is actually, this isn't going to be for everybody, I know that, because it's just for 4 visionary business women who are like high achievers. And I'm a high achiever, so I get it. And so those will be coming down the pipeline. I don't have them ready yet, but if you want more information or you want to be on wait lists, just send me a message. I wish you such a beautiful Monday and a week to come. Oh, Shiley, count me in. Wonderful. Alrighty, everybody. Much love, and we will see you soon. Oh, I won't see you next week. My partner and I are going on a 1-week trip for his 40th birthday. So excited. But I'll keep in touch and I'll share with you more about the Vision Challenge. So much love.